TPA, I believe, after I saw them play M5, they're the team to beat, and I don't think there's actually a team to beat them, so I think TPA is going to win that. TPA! TPA! Yeah, TPA.
Welcome back, everybody, to USC's Galen Center here in Los Angeles. As a thank you for watching the Season 2 Finals, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you some free stuff, because everybody in the crowd here is getting free stuff, so why shouldn't you at home? We have a code that you can redeem to unlock the Season 2 Championship Ribbon icon for absolutely free, just like League of Legends. So get your pens ready. Here it is, guys. The code, 521337. Make sure you got your League of Legends open. Make sure you are ready to get that ribbon code. And make sure you have your new icon sported for the championship day here in the Galen Center. League of Legends Season 2 Championship underway so far into our third game, and it's going to be absolutely huge. Left fourth.
Oh, yeah, of course. So head over to bit.ly.com, or sorry, yeah, bit.ly, yeah, nice. bit.ly/LawRibbon. I'm so used to saying .com after every URL, I can't untrain myself. Thank you, Internet, for giving me new, suffixes to add, and I appreciate that. But head over there, put the code in, get your championship ribbon icon, get that going on, put your username and summoner and region. Make sure you get that one right so we know who you are and how to give you that. We're going to move that one forward. That code will be useful for 24 hours. So seeing as that you're already on a computer, shouldn't be too hard to get there in that time limit. And of course, you guys are here in person. Of course, I think we got you taken care of already, so not a big problem there. So make sure you get that one done. Make sure you get that taken care of. So that game, Riv, holy cow. You look at that.
Absolutely amazing. TPA just, I don't even know what to say about that. They came out so strong. It was very, very calm in the beginning of the match. We saw a lot of people going back and forth. We saw that Azubu Frost was really taking some harassment down bottom, but no kills came out of that as they kept going neck and neck. And then TPA just once again turned it on. Like you said, they are reading. Azubu Frost like a book.
They really are. And now we have to talk about the obvious momentum shift that suddenly goes. I mean, keep in mind, Azubu Frost, they come out of the gates. Game 1, boom, it goes to them. Game 2, TPA brings it back. And then that kind of shifts things to a best-of-3 mentality. But now that TPA is leading in one game and potentially could close it out, suddenly the whole attitude, the whole way you're playing positively, it shifts. And now Frost, they have that very, very difficult task of fighting against that. I mean, you know how it is? You've been in that situation where you've got to win a best-of-3, but you're already down a game. It's if you make a mistake, it's game over. And that's really tough to play in those types of circumstances.
So, Freak, let's see where some of those mistakes are made with our replays.
Yeah, so we got a couple of games to show up, a couple of those fights to go on, and you're going to see just what happens when you've got an Orianna Jax combo. Anytime you pair Orianna with some kind of melee bruiser who can initiate, you turn them into a tank. Let's go in and see just what it takes. And as Stanley jumps in, we can pause and we see exactly how much crowd control that is. He jumped in, he stunned up that poor Ezreal, jumped on a Rapid Star as well. They're completely locked up. The dissonance as well allows the team to jump in and pick off either target they want. Let's see how this plays out. Stanley there on the Rapid Star. Woong kind of caught up. The immediate absolute zero means Woong cannot fight back. And BB all alone can just charge in. Easy pickups there as well. And that's just because you've got initiation. You're there. Their team doesn't know you're coming in just yet. You've got a lot of 5-on-2s coming in. That is that team just having the extra sort of team fight presence. Let's look at that one more. Let's look at one more clip because you can see how well TPA can sort of collapse on another team. Another replay going on here. And watch the exhaust. We pause right here. And look at that. BB, he was chasing Cloud Templar, and you want to chase the guy in front because he's going to get away. But he stops seeing he's got a free stun there on Shy and is like, great, he's stunned. We'll deal with him later. Let's move on to Cloud Templar. And we can play that out. We see BB just easy with the chase. The team then able to collapse on a Shy right after. No way that pool will help. We can call that out, and we know he's just an easy kill at that point. But I got to give props to DB. That was so amazing to realize he's got a guy on the side that's a free stun. That's the kind of clarity you need as a top player. You know at that point that he knows how to play Vayne so intimately as he chases one out, is able to look still while chasing and tunnel visioning. He's got a stun off to the side, lands it, leaves him there for later, and just continues the fight. Really, really great stuff.
So we can see just how fast Taipei Assassins can really come in and turn a game around for themselves. But let's go behind the scenes a little bit more as we have Erica, the manager of TPA, joining us up on stage. Erica, how are you doing today?
Hi, good. Really, really nervous.
Erica, I watched game number 1 from the back, and actually, admittedly, I didn't watch as much of the game as I probably should have because I had my eyes fixated on you. Bear with me here. There's so much emotion.
He's married.
There's so much emotion going through you, the team, at this point of the game. I just saw what looked like a very emotional roller coaster, from a explosive start to then like, what is happening? Why are things breaking down? So how have things been since that point? Obviously, riding on a wave of 2 victories is pretty awesome. Can you tell us how you and the rest of the team is feeling right now?
You're feeling really, really confident right now. And yes, the first one, I was kind of an emotional roller coaster. But I've since calmed down to watch the other 2 games. So I think my team calmed down as well.
In preparation for a game like this, knowing the next one could be the final one as you go against the Zubu Frost, what is your job for the players right now? What do you bring for that?
Basically just to give them more encouragement and more confidence, and just to let them know that they can do it.
All right, thanks very much. But you know what? Let's see if they can do it. Right? They're feeling confident, they're feeling good, the nerves settling a little bit. We know that Frost are also the comeback kings. Let's head over to Jat and D-Man, because Game 4 is about to start, guys.
So, can they do it? That's the question. We are into the championship game. Will it be 3-1, or will we go 2-2? Zubu Frost, they've been out back. You saw all those chairs were empty.
Yeah.
They've collected their thoughts coming into this game. How do you deal with this? This is the pressure moment. This is why you get paid as a pro player.
Zubu Frost has had their backs against the wall many times. In OGN Summer Championship, they were down 2-0 in a best of 5 and won the next 3. In the semifinals, they were down 1-0 and won the next 2. And now they're into Champion Select. How are they going to adapt? They did have a chat back there. We were talking earlier. I think they're going to go for more of an AoE comp. They need to win the team fights because it's shown that TPA beats them up in the lane. And it's just that mindset that might get them through. If they do anything else, it might be some kind of creative support pick or creative pick in general, just to get them over that hump and surprise TPA.
So with that Nidalee ban, immediately tells me they don't want a split push coming out from Taipei Assassins. They want to get them all collectively together. Are they going to go for that AE comp? You can see Skarner being banned once again. Cloud Templar's not been allowed that throughout this entire game, but they've banned Karthus this time.
And if anything, they actually, this is a lot of back and forth because Orianna is still on the board. Zubu Frost has the first pick. Are they going to force TPA to ban it, or would they first pick it away from it? Because I can't imagine them ever giving them Orianna again. They're either going to first pick it away or get it banned out here by TPA. And if that happens, what are they trying to play for? Because Jace is still available.
Ooh.
And they would take a Jace for an Orianna if they do this trade. And this would actually come out, I think, in the advantage of TPA. Stanley knows how to lane against Jace. He'll do Aurelia, and he's very good at that matchup.
He'll do it Aurelia, and of course we'll see Orianna. I mean, why would we not?
Of course they're going to do Orianna. That's the pick and ban back and forth. Zubu Frost has so much value on Jace, and his disengaged ability, they got poked out by CLG. And this could be a poke comp. They did a Morgana Jace poke comp, at least CLG EU did. And Lux can fill the same role. You land one binding, and you'll kill somebody. And if they try for that, TPA would have to build a very aggressive poke back. But from the looks of this, the fact that they put so much value on Jace, the fact that they were willing to give up Orianna, they're going hard with poke.
They are going hard with poke. They've put in Shyvana in there as well. They want to be quick in the jungle. They need to match Mundo's speed. Now, Taipei Assassins, they have the choice of the AD and support. What will they go with? I can't imagine that top lane's going to be going in there. Expect the support and AD. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be Tryndamere. Rise, I don't think so either. Taipei Assassins, come on.
Tryndamere and Rise, the co-founders of Riot Games.
That's
they're
what
paying
they're
them
doing.
homage right now. We'll see what they end up going with. They need some kind of hard engagement here. Nunu Vayne could be something they do. That's not the hard engagement, but that's the move speed they need to chase after through a Jace. Also, the Kog'Maw is available. That's very heavy poke as well. The Nunu support with the Sona band out is just natural for their progression. They'll probably picking an AD carry here with that last choice.
So the final pick, what will they go, AD? Oh no, it's Shen.
Oh.
They've locked in Shen, so they're leaving the AD carry because they don't know what they're up against. They want to say, Gunwung, make your choice. He went very quickly, and that poke comp, we saw this at New York, the Graves and Lulu comp, which means it is going to be Lux in that middle lane. There's a heck of a lot of poke. Now, they were taking turrets down within 6 minutes with this lane. This obviously, bearing in mind, it was a Zubu Blaze.
They practice together, and they share a lot of the same strategies, so they know exactly how to execute this. And they can really put this with whatever AD carry they want. In the past, the Ezreal's been taken away from them, and they've done something like Vayne to go against it. But maybe BB thinks Ezreal's still the best carry, and it's a luxury for these guys to take it, not a necessity with that last pick. Maybe trying to counter out the poke. He's very good at dodging a lot of those skill shots. Ezreal would be a good choice here, and we'd still see that back and forth poke engage battle.
Well, that back and forth poke, Azubu Frost, they have to pick this one up, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to see us go to Game 5, Azubu Frost would need to pick this one up, ladies and gentlemen. Get behind Azubu Frost.
And here, now the teams have been locked in, actually. The early game Shyvana jungle is going to be pretty important to shut down. Lil Boss has done some very strong counter jungling, and neither of these teams rely on blue buff, so that'll be very big. Here now, TPA, one more win to finish it off for the World Finals. They got 2 chances, but they are on a roll. Can they get a clean sweep 3? If you guys want TPA to take this one out, let's hear it.
Just look at the venue, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone ready and waiting. Game 4 getting underway. We are into the championship games, as they say, and there is the Summoners Cup. That is what they're playing for. And there is Azubu Frost preparing themselves, getting ready. These are the last moments before you go into that potentially last game. $1 million on the line. How do you just calm your nerves? Not one of them touching the keyboard there.
All of them just so focused on what's coming up, and just so much is on the line here. $1 million to the winning team. The culmination of all the seasons for these guys. They've trained in gaming houses. They've completely devoted their lives. This is their profession. They are all in for this. So much success coming out for Azubu Frost coming into this. Taipei Assassins seemingly coming out of nowhere, but have been good for a while. Now that we're into the game, one more victory, TPA moves on. Azubu Frost backs against the wall. Can they do it?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you've just joined us, where have you been? Azubu Frost as the blue team, Taipei Assassins as the red team. 2-1 lead. Massive, massive poke comp coming out from Azubu Frost. Are we going to see any level 1 gauges here, Jat? And honestly, who is the stronger of the two in the level 1 fight?
Stronger level 1 has to go to Azubu Frost. They have that light binding from Lux, and they can follow it up really aggressively. On top of that, they have the acceleration gate from Shy if they want a hard engage. So much noise coming up from these crowds. There is a ward on the red, and they're going to be walking over that one.
So here we can see the ward being gone down on the red. Azubu Frost going to sneak around. Taipei Assassins sneaking around.
Now we see them all in that brush, but they were seen by the ward, so everyone on TPA knows that they're there. They could very well get 5-man engaged on. The Orianna ball will go into scout before anyone follows up. It's just a matter of if they try to fight off the back of it.
As an orange bounces past me. Thank you very much. That's the fun being thrown out at the back there. It's all right. It's okay. Azubu Frost.
They're just waiting this one out. They know that they might be waiting for them to steal the race so that they can't disengage, and they would loop around the back of them and try to catch them.
They're teleporting out, though. Are they going to back off? Are they going to go for it? Are they going to cancel it? Shy is going. Mad Life going. We're seeing them coming round. Rapid Star's been spotted. He's going to get a light binding. Just about got the light binding down, and Stanley does try to get the taunt on him, but he's forced away, and I tell you what, Madlife is completely out of position. He's going to try and back off from here, and he's trying to teleport. Oh, he's not going to get a chance
trapped.
to. He is trapped. Has he managed to escape it, though? With that, will that little pixie get spotted? He has. Madlife's going to go down. There's no way in hell he's ever going to escape this one. The kill's being given to Toys, and that is first for 2 minutes gone, and now they're on the red buff.
TPA gonna get this steal. Oh, unless Wound wants to steal, then they smite it away. That's a big early game advantage. First blood and the buff steal. The only mistake here could be if Shy gets too much farm on the bottom. There's a
oh, Wound's got caught. Wound's got caught. The exhaust goes down. He's gonna catch on, and he does manage to get the kill. And that goes to BB. Could you give worse kills to Taipei Assassins? Toys and BB already 1-0 up. Just 2 minutes gone in this game. Lil Balls is all over the blue buff.
And now they're just getting another buff steal. They've stolen so many blues in this tournament. They've also stolen so many reds, and this is just the best start TPA could hope for. Coming into Game 4, one more victory. They already have the lead. At this point, it's on Azubu Frost to really regroup, because not only are they behind, their backs are against the wall, and the slightest mistake can just end it.
The big thing here is that Shy has got into that lane very early on, 12-0. Obviously, 12-0 in CS, sorry. 12-0, that would be pretty crazy level 1 fight, but he's going to have a huge advantage. He's going to have that level difference in that bottom lane. He's going to be able to bully Stanley early on.
Top lane here, BB actually all alone. Nunu trying to run up here. Lil Ball's picking up his blue up. He's going to hand this one off to Toys, and that's going to be very strong in the mid lane.
So, that is going to be the blue picked up by Lil Balls. And Lil Balls immediately with both blue buffs now. Madlife and Woong back in that top lane versus BB. And BB, of course, with that kill early on. Hasn't gone back, hasn't spent that extra gold he has, that 1 kill and assist. Meanwhile, Woong is really going to have to pressure it. As it stands, Toys in that mid lane, 23 CS to 21. Looks is going to have his work cut out here. Rapid Star has been out-farmed in all of the games to date. How will he be able to cope this time around?
Thus far, he's already falling behind, and his Lux is very, very strong in OGN Summer. They did pick Lux when they were trying to come back into this one, but Toys, with that first blood and the early blue buff, going to be so dominant in that game. His Wraiths are going to be taken repeatedly, and here comes Lil Balls. Will he get spotted up by that ward, trying to shut down Woong and Madlife? BB and Mistake have done so well laning this entire tournament, and they're just going to try to put on the pressure hard early.
Yeah, Stanley being shut down, of course, now 20 CS behind. He was late to get him back to his lane because of that help they had. He did manage to get an assist, of course. That was when Madlife got taken down. Azubu Frost now clearing out their own jungle. It's going to be the Wraiths being picked up. As it is, Toys continues to farm out that mid lane. We need the tiniest of advantages, but the big advantage right now, I feel, is Lil Balls. He has got that level ahead of Cloud Templar already, of course. He did manage to get in, take all the blues. Didn't manage to get the red, I don't believe. But this top lane, BB versus Goonwoon. Goonwoon picking up that lane. The point of this lane is so they can shove, they can poke, they can take that turret down quickly. It has backfired on them because of those 2 early deaths.
And BB and Mistake are doing such a good job making sure Azubu Frost's health is low, that they're not feeling safe coming up for that turret. Lil Ball's actually swooping around the back. He's going to come away empty-handed if he does anything. But thus far, Azubu Frost has recovered fairly well from those 2 early deaths. They're only down 800 gold. They haven't really given away any deaths early on, so they may be able to withstand that early mistake.
So you can just see Lil Balls. Is he waiting out in the red buff there? Let's have a look at Lil Balls. If he could, we're going to see Cloud Templar. He's spotted. He's in that ward. They know exactly where Cloud Templar is now, and you can see Lil Balls immediately goes for Wraiths.
So that is, again, sometimes a ward top lane can just win you the jungle or win another lane. It's all about just group vision. Gonna just leave that one tiny little Wraith down bottom, and you can see Cloud Templar still waiting in that brush. Does not realize TPA has it, and yeah, Lil Balls continuing to swoop around in that jungle, waiting for the right moment to try to gank. He might be coming in behind Shy and trying something.
6 minutes gone. Not going to take Red because Red isn't there. We are seeing him going towards Shy though around that bottom lane. Rapid Star meanwhile, Toys is surely going to get, no, the Ignite is not going to be enough. He's got the help up now and he'll down the bottom lane. They are going to go for Shy. Shy will be able to back away from this one. The help was required by Stanley. He does get a long range taunt there and immediately turns onto him. And just trying to bully him away from that lane. That help required by Lil Balls. Oh, BB's got to be careful. He's getting hit very low here. And Woong and Madlife are slowly turning this lane in their favor on the top.
And that bottom lane is going to be so key for Azubu Frost. They gave away Orianna so Shy could have that Jace. They need to withstand this early on so they can form up and create the poke composition, but I still wonder how well that poke is going to be executed considering the engagement potential of TPA's Orianna. Looking in this top lane, it is getting a lot of harass traded back and forth, but this roam by Toys is going to push Azubu Frost straight back.
Now seeing Toys, he's just going to walk past that ward. He's got spotted, he has got Shockwave available, and the level 4 Woong has got to be careful that that ball doesn't come out and Shockwave him very quickly. They know he's there, they poke him, and they're just really baiting that one. Now they're going to dive in the middle lane, actually. We can see Little Balls getting covered on. And Cloud Templar forcing him away. Rapid Star trying to pick up as much farm. They realize, and that's going to be Toys backing off. Toys has that big farm advantage, though, already in that mid lane.
And that was so much of the first blood and the early blue buff he got. But again, 4th game in a row, Toys just out farming Rapid Star, really showing how good these players on TPA are. How much they've been practicing, the dedication showing through. They have strict schedules. They wake up in the morning, define times. They have defined practice schedules. They go work out, keep their bodies in shape, and all of this coming to fruition. One more game, they will be the world champions. And now Blue was not able to get invaded. Azubu Frost able to take it down. Stanley puts the ward over, just missing. They're still looking to create pressure, though. They're very good at stealing buffs. They need to get an Oracles on a low balls. They're going to do that because those wards continue catching them out and tipping off Azubu.
You can see immediately the pings going down on towards Toys. Toys wanted to take away the Wraiths there. They know exactly where he was, though, and the Wraiths are not available. So Azubu Frost doing a good job at keeping hold of their resources. They knew what was coming. They knew what to expect from Taipei Assassins, which is a good start. They've had the lane swaps now. I'm not too sure Stanley versus Woong at the top here. He is level 6, Woong's still only level 5, and Madlife, of course, just hitting level 5, which means the advantage in that bottom lane, will they be able to handle? Jace, they're going to dive on towards Woong. They managed to get the cleaver on him. Woong's getting slowed down. The taunt it hasn't been used yet by Stanley. The Ignite's going down. Lil Balls is going to land it. Good, has to flash out of it. Can they turn it on towards Madlife? There's the True Shot Barrage missing out. And they're going to back off from this one. Meanwhile, that bottom lane, you can see now, Jace really is farming on machine right now. Shy on that bottom lane. 70 CS compared to Stanley's. Just kept approaching 40. And
that gank up top was extremely successful despite not getting a kill. Those 2 flashes being burned from Lulu and Graves as they try to harass down on Shy is going to make it so they don't feel safe fast pushing that turret, because the next time Mundo comes around, it will be the death of them. They didn't have to burn any summoner spells themselves to get in on that gank, so very, very successful. Shy, they're trying to slow down his farm. That's the reason they did this lane swap. They don't want Stanley to fall too far behind Shy, and overall, they are keeping up fairly well. 1,000 gold, that's a bit up from the 800 they had with the 2 early kills. This is a very stagnant early game. It's going to be all about Azubu Frost waiting until they can get their poke composition going and just withstanding this early point from TPA.
Taipei Assassins with that early lead, they have that farm advantage, 25 CS. They are going to go for the Dragon, they're going to try and force something here. I'm not too sure Azubu Frost are in any position to deal with this one. Taipei Assassins will pick this up quite easily. Shyvana is just off the side there, but Cloud Templar cannot get involved in this one. He's got to be careful he doesn't get caught out here. Hasn't had a phase proc from BB though, and he's managed to walk away from that one.
And that's what happens when you send 2 members of your team up top around 10 minutes into the game. Shen could always come down with his global, and that was just a straight up Dragon Force. They've now swapped back again because they realized they couldn't fast push up top. And there's 4 members of Azubu Frost down here, but the speed and versatility of TPA is making it so they can't get engaged on. This is just all around strong pressure by TPA.
And they are, in the meantime, pushing in that middle. Little Balls has managed to clear out. And look at that, 104 CS to 73. It's a 30 CS advantage. Athene's Unholy Grail already picked up, just 10 minutes gone for Toys on Orianna.
That is an extremely fast Athene's Unholy Grail. And all of their lanes, aside from Stanley versus Shy, are winning quite substantially. 23 million kill advantage for Toys, 17 million kill advantage for BB, and still both of Toys and BB have that early kill. So gold-wise, it's 1,000 for Toys and 800 for BB. Really, all of their advantages concentrated on those 2.
The turrets continue to be pushed. Toys is working his way around. He's got to be careful. He has got Cloud Templar just off in the distance, going to try and steal the Wraiths, but Toys is already heading for them. There's like no way in hell you're ever going to get those Wraiths away from me. He's even got the last one. Toys just completely dominant there. Cloud Templar not able to pick up a single thing there. They're both level 9 though. Rapid Start still keeping up. Now, the advantage for Azubu Frost here, if they can get it, is the fact that when they do pull together, they are really going to be able to drive them on the turrets.
That's going to be their plan, but I don't know if it's going to be executed. There's a lot of move speed coming out from TPA, and only the acceleration gate from Azubu Frost as Rapid Star tries to spike down Toys, but that's just the armor and MR that she can get with the ball on her head. That really didn't do that much, and he's almost okay despite Lux burning his full combo. TPA is feeling very confident right now because, oh, big fight up top.
They're pressuring on towards Madlife. They might get him in. True Shot Barrage just about missing. Mistakes trying to go aggressive. There's Stanley coming in. There he goes. Woong's going to go down, but I think he might get a kill from the top.
Oh, wow.
No, they escaped it. Flash and Arcane Shift both avoided. Very well played on the top there. Taipei Assassin down 4-0. Shockwave on Cloud Templar. He has to ultimate out of that one. And just about avoids the damage from Taipei Assassins. They continue to push the pressure. And Rapid Star again getting caught with a distance there. But Toys does escape the tower damage.
And we've seen it all tournament. It's a bit of a lull over and over for TPA, and then they pounce. They activate a couple ganks at the same time because they are just so coordinated. That dive up top was amazingly flashed away from the tower. 2 members of BB Mistake, so good up top this entire tournament. Their synergy has destroyed Azubu Frost. And Orianna also unstoppable. And right now, everyone's ahead.
Bottom lane turret's about to go down. Looks like Shy is all over that one. So first turret of the game should be for Azubu Frost. He is about to finish it off if he can get the time. Mistake's going to come down. BB's going to come down. He's going to have to get away from it though. Acceleration Gate was well aware of it and just hammers Mistake away. Get the heck off me. So Shy may well take that top turret. It means they've double stacked on that top. You can see as well. Lil Balls is coming around, trying to take down the wall tower. Templar though immediately coming up. So Azubu Frost starting to stack up here, trying to force the problem, trying to push the pace here. This is what they've got to do.
And Azubu Frost really trying to just get the pressure going. They know they're down in kills, but their entire composition is around fast-pushing turrets. It's now on TPA to try to counter that. They did send 4 members up, so Toys pushing really hard on the mid-turret, already taken half of it. Down bottom lane, they're harassing Shy heavily on top of the turret. They don't want to lose too many, so this game doesn't get pulled back.
Rapid Star might get caught. He's had to back away. He was trying to push on that mid lane. Also picking up the Wraith as well, but he just backs off. BB, meanwhile, continuing to farm out this bottom lane, picking up as much CS as he can. 115 to 92, 148 to 110.
And really, Azubu Frost all grouping up now. They've kind of abandoned the lane. They realize they have to make their poke composition happen now because they're losing the laning phase. 3 members mid right away trying to push down this next turret. Lulu, Lux, Graves all trying to go, but look at Toys repelling them with that blue buff, fast clearing the ways. It's going to be hard for them to execute their poke-on against something as strong as Toys' Orianna.
Cloud Templar taking down a ward. Immediately, Lil Balls heads down south. They realize it's a 3-on-1 situation in the bottom. The Azubu Frost heading south as well. Clear out the golems for Woong there. Woong desperately trying to farm, desperately trying to pick up as much as he can. Stanley's been allowed to free farm down there because Jace has gone down that bottom lane. The top lane. Remember, the bottom turret was almost down, which is why you can see Woong and Madlife down here, but Mistake and Lil Balls all waiting, just hoping that they're going to go a little bit too far forward and pick them off.
And they do not know Lil Balls is in this turret. He cleared it with the Oracles. They might try to go aggressive on Woong. Here it comes!
They do, and the cleaver goes in. It's Madlife they tried to go for, but Shyvana immediately responds. Have they got the damage to turn this around? Lil Balls pops his ultimate. Cloud Templar taking down very low. That's an Oracle blocked off by Madlife. Superb play there. Woong manages to get Lil Balls down. That's going to be Madlife going down as well. Mistake has to back out. Really good exchange for Azubu Frost, despite the fact they were completely unaware that he was in there. Oh, Shy's going aggressive. He's going deep on Stanley. He's not going to be able to take him down. Not a chance. Toys, in the meantime, takes down the mid lane.
And in all that action, the Oracles dropped on Lil Balls as well, so that is going to hurt them. Stanley showing he's not at the point where he can deal with Shy quite yet. He's picking up a recurve bow. He's going to try to get that Ionic Spark and just outduel him. But overall here, Bloodthirster being completed onto BB. He's outpacing Woong very heavily. Look at that just in the gold. 5,500 to 4,100 across the 80 carries. And if they get into a duel, that's going to be trouble for Azubu Frost. They need to get these turrets down just so they can globally help their team's gold and make their team comp work.
They need to try and push the action, try and push the pace. But the problem is that Rapid Star can't handle that mid lane.
And the Dragon is up once again.
The problem. We're seeing Cloud Templar, Azubu Frost do take down the bottom turret. They've got to be careful though. Lil Balls is coming around. They're going to try and close in on Azubu Frost, and they've just spotted Cloud Templar. They have to back off. It was a straight 3-on-3. They probably could have taken the fight though.
This is going to be kind of trouble for TPA. Stanley does not have his ultimate up, and Azubu might try to get around the Dragon. That's why Stanley's coming all the way down from the top lane. They might look to fight here. But if they do a fight, look for Stanley to taunt in and then get comboed with an Orianna ult to create. There's so much disengagement and kiting from Azubu Frost. They really have to commit if TPA wants to get a fight here. Oracle's coming out. BB in a bit of trouble.
BB going straight aggressive there. Managed to back out though. Had to use it. Actually went aggressive. Arcane shifted in and then flashed out of the fight. But of course, Toys, if he lands a good shockwave, would be the end of Azubu Frost. He's got the damage. Lil Balls, meanwhile, pushing that mid lane, is going to try and come around the side. Taipei Assassin's just looking for a fight, but it's a 4-on-5 fight. Is it one they want?
This could be trouble for Azubu. They're all about being a poke comp. If they corner themselves into the Dragon, they could be in trouble. But Lil Balls is not there, and TPA is unable to engage this one. If they go in, it's going to be trouble. Azubu Frost actually outpoking them and taking the Dragon.
Yeah, they tried to manage to steal it with shot barrage. Was not happening. Mistake's got to be careful. He might get caught out here. They're just below. If Azubu Frost turns the direction, Mistake has realized he's completely locked down. Taipei Assassin's maybe trying to pincer on towards Azubu Frost here. Lil Balls is backing away, and Azubu Frost all completely just disengaging from this. That was a great bit of poke from Jace there, and that shows the poke potential that Azubu Frost have.
This is a mid-game spike for Azubu Frost. The Bloodthirster coming out on Shy. Those Shock Blast acceleration gates are trucking. They're now trying to get this mid turret down, and they might be able to get it. It's all about TPA trying to wave clear through, but they're just trying to outpoke them. That turret getting to about half health. TPA is going to maybe try to engage this. Lil Balls using his ultimate. This is the game Azubu Frost wants to play. They're only 2,000 down in gold here. They were able to pick up some objectives. TPA needs to all be together and at full health in order to engage. It's all on Azubu Frost to not let that fight happen.
Azubu Frost has split out. Wound going down south. He's going to pick up some farm. BB picks up the red buff. And the rest of Azubu Frost back off and buy. So happy after that Dragon. Jace may get collapsed on here. The blue buff going to get picked up. They're going to steal that one away. Toys will take that. He'll be happy for that. That's going to be blue. Oh, tried to get a light bind. He stole it. He stole it. Very nicely played there. And that's Rapid Star getting in that light binding. Managing to get the damage down. But it is going to be Taipei Assassins taking this top turret.
That is a good counterplay by TPA. They should have realized, though, with that blue steal, that Rapid Star had his E, and he could spike it with the Q on top of that blue buff. Really good scouting there. Even with that, though, look at the minion kill difference between Toys and Rapid Star. 196 to 142, 54 more for Toys. Really just showing how great of an Orianna he is. Going to be able to pick up a blue buff of his own, so they didn't get the steal, but they should still be in control. Everyone on TPA now, fairly good health. Azubu Frost trying to shove down this mid-turret early. Really looking for TPA to start a fight here because they do not want to get poked down once again.
You know, something we saw with the advantage that Azubu Frost had over CLG was the fact that we saw Wound constantly just going and taking the red buff. While the rest of the team were keeping them busy, he just strolled in there, took the red buff. Not even seen that at all in this fight. Oh, Lil Balls is going to get dived on here. He's going to have to pop his ultimate, Shen ultimate going on. They're going to try and dive, transferring in. You can see Cloud Templar getting straight in there. The Lulu ultimate pops them up. Absolute Zero goes off. Stanley taking low. Stanley has to back away. Cloud Templar gets dropped by Mistake. Can they turn the aggression? No. Shy's going to be targeted. BB goes through. Toys takes down Shy. And now BB turns his attention onto Woong. He's managed to get the phase block, but Woong has to flash out of it. Really great engage by Taipei Assassins.
They knew that they hadn't been poked down yet, and they wanted to force a fight from Azubu Frost. Azubu had to fight before they'd gotten their poke off, and you saw how close it was that they would have had any free advantage. They could have walked away with that, but instead, 2 members fall, close to 4,000 gold advantage, and Taipei Assassins again in the driver's seat, and Luxalt not able to steal the red buff away from BB. They might look to fight this one in the jungle.
They may well do. Woong steps a little bit further. He's going to get caught out. They had the ward there. They knew exactly what was coming. And then BB instead is going to head down south. Stanley goes top, and the farming goes back. 21 minutes gone. 7-1 advantage for Taipei Assassins. Could they take this 3-1 here in the Season 2 Championships? Down $1 million. 2-1 up currently. You can see it on your screen. And Azubu Frost trying desperately to poke it down. They will take this mid-turret down. Toys cannot defend it. One more shot from Woong will do enough damage, but BB responds. Takes down the bottom. 3-3 all square in turrets.
Lots of fast turret pushing, as we've seen this whole tournament from these guys. They're very objective-based, so a bold strategy coming out here in the 4th game from Azubu with the poke comp. Will it be able to work out? They're now all 5 pushing in, but Toys poking right back onto Azubu Frost, dodging those skill shots. If one light binding lands, they should be able to combo it into close to a kill and a turret. They have to be very careful. Toys barely dodging out with that last one. Stanley having to come down, trying to poke on recharge. It's all about, will they be able to get them into an Orianna ball? They pretty much need a flash. That is Stanley or Lil Balls if they want to be able to get the Orianna ball into them. Other than that, they're going to have to sit and withstand this poke.
As it is, Taipei Assassins just handing off. Man United not available for Stanley, so Azubu Frost trying to take advantage of this and try and force something in their mid lane, but Taipei Assassins, no, with Toys in there, with BB in there, they can clear their waves incredibly quickly. Instead, Azubu Frost trying to pick up that blue buff is not available to them, and they're going to have to go and deal with that bottom wave. They can't let it stick. Well, they could let it keep stacking up. Actually, it will clear itself. Mad Life taking down that ward. Picking up more wards. And I'll tell you what, Taipei Assassins are actually pushing Azubu Frost back here. And yeah, they should be the poke comp.
They seem to be fairly ready for this. Stanley's ultimate just coming off cooldown now. 1 more second. There it is. They land a Dark Binding onto Toys. Here's it comes.
Light Binding on Toys. Toys gets dropped very quickly. Shy gets taken down as well. Straight away. Cloud Templar's going to be low. The Taipei Assassins completely reacted to this one. Very nicely done there. And that's Cloud Templar. But despite the fact they took down Toys in a split second, Azubu Frost again come out 2-1 down.
They made a bit of a mistake of just not continuing the poke and instead trying to go all in off of that Light Binding. In my excitement, I called the wrong spell, but Cloud Templar does seem to be a little bit out of place here on the Shyvana in the poke comp. He's very much an all-in jungler, and he's going in before the poke is ready. Teamfight after teamfight, they are falling behind a little bit here, and that is a huge advantage coming out for Toys. He's close to his Rabadon's death cap. When he completes that, teamfights are really going to swing in TPA's favor.
234 CS to 150, 159, 160, keeps counting. But honestly, it is a huge, huge difference. And Toys proving once again he's definitely winning out in that mid lane. You can see it's nearly a 2,000 gold difference. As it is, the AD carries 404 for BB. And it has a huge gold difference. You can see it's over 2,000. 2,200 gold advantage. Top lanes, again, Stanley, 1,000 gold difference. Big advantages across the board. What we saw last time at Azubu, they're trying to close on Taipei Assassins, but it's not happening. Taipei Assassins got to be careful they don't get caught out here. Toys is coming around the side.
Oh, here comes the taunt.
There comes, is the shockwave going to come out? No, instead they pulls the ball on Stanley. Stanley is going to try and come across. Cloud Templar's going to get caught out here. He will go down eventually as Toys that picks up the kill again. The Wu was exhausted. Taipei Assassins are going to continue diving on this one. Wu with the Lulu ultimate is going to walk away from that. And again, they have to. Oh, beautiful stuff. Baby with True Shot Barrage takes down Wu just as he thought he got away.
TPA consistently getting fights in before the poke can take them down. The last dragon, they got out poked and gave it up. This time, they went in hard with the taunt. And they still have their flashes for the next fight. Big advantage and a big potential to force another fight when they get back.
So it's a 7,000 gold difference, 11-2. Taipei Assassins, can they become the champions? Will it be a 4-game quick, clean sweep? But Taipei Assassins reacting after losing the first game. Despite the fact they had the advantage, they couldn't win the team fight. This time around, though, they seem to just close out every advantage they get. Taking the time, of course, it is $1 million game for them. And they have every advantage right now.
And the death cap being completed onto Toys. You can see a couple of them with Chain Vest as well. The big thing here is look at the farm distribution on TPA. Everyone who needs it has the kills. 505 to BB. He is 2,500 gold ahead of Wound. 313 onto Toys with that death cap. 2.3 thousand gold ahead of Rapid Star. Even Stanley on Shen, very, very farmed. He has 1,000 more gold than Jace, who was the whole reason Azubu Frost gave up Orianna, because they thought they could win that matchup and enable this poke comp. TPA just seems to be ready, seems to be outplaying.
Miscommunication there, double ward, and that shows that Azubu Frost are certainly shaken. Mad Life's going to come in, he needs to be careful, he doesn't get caught out here, and you can see immediately the BB jumps on it, Lil Balls goes diving in, and they do manage to knock him away. That's Mad Life having to use the ultimate on Shy there to keep them back. They're really desperately disengaging. Light Binding on Toys, they're trying to go for Toys, they're trying to burst him down, they don't have enough damage now though, and this Gen ultimate stands
Could go for him. Can they manage to catch him out? Toys is just standing out the back. Instead, they're going to go towards Shy. Shy's going to get caught. There's going to be 3 shot barrage. They may manage to get the kill. Madlope also being targeted. Madlope with an Oracle going down. No, they go for Woog. Stanley catches the taunt on Woog. Now they're going to keep diving. Light binding. They might get some kills off this. Lil Ball's going to go down as well. That's a really good turnaround by Azumi Frost, managing to pick up 2 kills off Taipei Assassin's aggression.
The kite was really strong there from Azubu Frost. They were barely able to disengage, and they really needed that one. If those 2 deaths wouldn't have happened on the dive, they could have easily swept back here and taken the Baron. With all of that, they burned their flashes for that engagement, so it's going to be difficult for them to get the next one. And in all of that, Toys was never able to get off an ultimate, so you can just see how badly Azubu Frost wants to kite and how hard it is for TPA to actually create action. 6 kills now coming out onto BB. He did give up a shutdown there, so about 500 extra gold going over to Azubu Frost roster. 6,000 overall gold advantage here. They will be poking back and forth. Mistake still has that Oracles. Man, Azubu, TPA really so close to victory here. They just have to find the one fight to do it.
4 games in, you guys are still cheering ward kills. I'll give you credit for that. You're keeping it up. And as it is, Azubu Frost. Another one for Mad Life. Had to use a lot of gold, actually. Did get taken down in the last fight. Oh, he just scrolled past that one. Not caring at all. Azubu Frost desperately regrouping, realizing that they are in a position. They're going to try and 5-man push this mid lane. And Taipei Assassins, well, they can see that Stanley is down the bottom. Stanley United is not available to him, and they're going to keep poking on Toys. They did have the burst, though, to take him down. And they may catch. They realize Stanley's down there. Have they got the timing on Stanley United? You would assume they realize the exact timing on it, and they may realize this is their chance.
They know that they have a small window, but they're still not the team to hard engage onto TPA. If they do anything, they're going to take this time to try and poke down the mid turret a bit more. But just with how shoved the lane is and how good Toys is at wave clearing along with BB, they're not going to be able to get much happening. And by the time it matters, Stanley's ultimate is going to be up again, and he's going to split push as they have to respawn. And then Stanley's going to be able to just back out or ult out, and he has to do it actually fairly quickly because Azubu Frost is all converging down bottom.
He doesn't have his ultimate available at the moment. It will be available soon. Though Cloud Templar thought about closing him out, but he could not 1v1 against Stanley, I don't believe. Stanley clearly backs away. Of course, 307 for Stanley. He's been a monster on that shed. And the champ for TPA definitely building here. They are 13-4 up. They have the chance to close out the Season 2 finals. Light Binding catches, and again they try and burst down. It was a mistake, though, they caught, and it wasn't. There's the Shockwave, and Cloud Templar's the target. Shy also trying to get picked off. BB's trying to do the damage in the back one. Taipei Assassins disengage from this one. They realize that Azubu Frost have that poke, and they just back off. Nobody going down, but a lot of ultimates burn.
Toys actually holding on to a Shockwave so they can still initiate with that. The problem, though, is Mistake got quite low. You can see, actually, everyone on TPA trying to build a bit of resistance so they can't get picked out. They're double Aegis Legion coming out by Stanley Low Balls. Even Toys has that Athene's Unholy Grail and Chain Vest. They're all trying to make sure that they can't get bursted out. Interestingly enough, the only guy who doesn't have that is Mistake, and he's the one who almost got bursted there. With that Zeke's Herald, he has the health to withstand it, and they have the team fight ability. Seems like TPA is waiting for either Stanley or Low Balls' flash to be up, because if they can just land one flash con on top of a Shockwave, that'll turn it. They can take Baron, they can take turrets off that. Azubu Frost barely hanging on in this game. It's just a matter of whether or not TPA can force a fight.
TPA called something here. Shen is coming down, so Stanley's going for this. They want to really force him to be aggressive on this blue. And Azubu Frost bullied out of that one, although we can see he's just keeping it in there, tried to steal it with the ultimate, but was not going to get it. And it's actually Lil Balls that ended up using his smite to get that, secure the blue. We are seeing Cloud Templar heading south. Got to be careful he doesn't show himself, and Taipei Assassins could turn that into a Baron.
And they might just try to poke around Baron here. One thing you can do against a team that doesn't want to fight you is just run straight to Baron and make them come at you. They were just clearing out wards there. They're not quite at that point, and we saw in the second game of this series, they waited for quite a while before they made their Baron play. They wanted to hit certain item thresholds. For this one, it might be a Guardian Angel on Toys or Last Whisper onto BB, just for the point where they really feel they can roll through these fights. They have quite a big lead now, but it doesn't seem like quite enough for them to get extremely ballsy and aggressive. Let's just see how they end this, if they can make it.
Little Balls has been the one that's been pushing himself in front of everything, trying to take the burst of damage, of course, as you would expect on Mundo. And it's going to be Taipei Assassins picking up the Dragon Arrow. Zubu Frost going to try and react. They're going towards Baron. They're not going to be able to pick it up, though. They just clear out the ward.
They might be trying.
They're poking it.
Last-ditch effort.
No, they're going to have to peel away from this one. Stanley coming in behind them. They caught them out here in a pincer move. Is it going to be enough? Mistake's getting caught down. Mistake's going to get burst down. That's an Oracle down. And now Wu going to come in with this one. Lil Balls is trying to push the pressure. Stanley ultimate coming on Toys. If we can pan the camera down, we might be able to catch
Shockwave!
Shockwave gaps up towards Madline and Rapid Star. Rapid Star gets dropped. 2 shot for Archkins across the entire team. Cloud Templar now caught out. Cloud Templar goes out to Lil Balls. They continue pushing on and they quickly disengage. Taipei Assassins can go for what they want. The pinks go down. They're going for Baron.
And here, there's 3 members of Azubu Frost that are still alive. Mad Life is too low. He's basing, so it's really on Woong and Shy to get this out. They do have a lot of poke. They can try to get down with Shock Blast and Acceleration Gate, but there's 4 carries alive for TPA right now. The only guy who's dead is Mundo. They might try to harass us, but everyone's fairly healthy. The poke isn't that strong on them. They can peel or they can take Baron. They're just going to take Baron. They have the spine up. They got it.
They got it, and they might get on Woong as well. Stanley just going max range on towards Woong there. He will have the damage, as you can see. Woong desperately trying to kite this one away, but BB's on him. He has got the phase proc, and that's going to be Woong going down. And that is surely Taipei Assassin now. Have they got the money in the bank? They are 16-5 up, and they surely smell victory.
With the Baron buff, everyone on the team, over 2,000 gold. They're all going to go back to base. They're going to buy those trademark items. Rand wins Omen, comes out for Lil Balls. He picks up a Negatron cloak as well. Guardian Angel finished by Toys. They're really looking to press. BB gets his last Whisper and a green elixir and a red. They're really looking to end on this push. When everyone goes back to base right after Baron and picks up elixirs, they're just trying for a humongous power spike, and they really want to press this one. One more push, one more big push can get them $1 million.
Mad Life tries desperately to clear out those wards, having to pick up yet another Oracle. Red buff going across. Shy's going to pick that up. Do see Mistake taking a little peek around the side there. He's going to stand on a ward. They know he's there. Trying to bait them in. He's out that ward. And he's going to pick up another one. You know he is. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The ward clearance continues till the very end, indeed. 33 minutes here, and BB just having a little poke. They've got to be careful they don't get caught out here. Azubu Frost, that's what they're going to want to go for. Taipei Assassins are playing this very deliberately slow here. They've got the Baron buff. They're just clearing all the lanes, going to shove them all in and slowly pick a lane which one to go for. Because, of course, the Azubu Frost poke comp means they can clear them lanes very quick.
It is extremely hard to push on something like that. Even Lux alone clears waves almost as strongly as Anivia. If they want to create something, they're going to have to flank or they're going to have to split push. And that's why you can see Lil Balls and Stanley, top and bot, both trying to push down. Lil Balls running right into Cloud Templar, and Cloud Templar has to run away. Mundo's very strong right now. He's just straight up tanking some turret hits. They'll need to flank or they need to get the side turrets down.
Well, then the rest of the team could easily close around, which it looks like they're doing. Cloud Templar's got to be careful here. The rest of Taipei Assassins are making their way down there. And there you can see BB immediately arcane shifted straight through. Stanley still in that top lane, of course, has got Stan United available if he needs to come down the bottom, which, as you can see, Taipei Assassins forcing the turret. That's going to be another turret down. 4-3. The advantage in turrets now with Taipei Assassins.
And now they're looking to loop around mid, trying to get another turret down. They do land some poke, but with the Baron regen, that poke is just not going to stick. Everyone's healing up so much. They got the mid turret as well. They're just making the rounds here, trying to take out every other turret, trying to get as much gold advantage as possible, making certain that even if they get poked out low, they won't lose team fights.
Yeah, and that's going to be the top turret going down as well. So all inner turrets now for Taipei Assassins. Mistake's just going to tank it up a little bit. Creep wave coming in. No problems. He's going to deal with that one. Cloud Templar can't step close. He just tries to take a peek, but he has to back away. They've got to be careful they don't get caught out by anything here. Trying to poke them. And Shy just doesn't have the damage to drive Taipei Assassins back with that poke. And you can see Rapid Star, they're all doing anything they can to try and keep them at bay here.
So the Baron buff still 3/4 done about. They've got a lot of turrets off of this push, but it's very difficult for them to get in here. Stanley still with the Stand United, going to go try to split push them up a bit, but this push may be at its end. They might not want to just straight up tower dive. They could play this one slowly. After all, there is $1 million on the line. They do not want to over tower dive. They do not want to get too aggressive. At the same time, they are trademark finishers, and they are the ones poking down onto Azubu Frost.
Templar again taking a chunk of damage. Shy stripped half health off there.
Oh, look at this.
The poke comes on, and look at that. You can see Toys just keeping them at bay with that ball, keeping the distance on them. And
Turret's
Lil
going
Balls
down.
is tanking it. They're going to get the first inhibitor turret. Rapid Star tries to keep them at bay. Woong's got caught. The Lulu ultimate, he does get dropped. True shot barrage from BB. The inhibitor's going to go down. Meanwhile, the bottom turret is also going down. You can see Stanley's having a one-on-one with Shy on the turret. He's forced back, but it doesn't matter. Azubu Frost are in all manner of trouble here. Taipei Assassins coming round. They're gonna take the mid turret.
Oh, Shockwave just misses. They just tank these turrets up with Mundo, and we might see a fight here. They're gonna get that second hit.
Taipei Assassins taking another hit here, but that's gonna be Azubu Frost in all manner of trouble. Taipei Assassins, they're gonna go for the next turret. They cannot take it down. Azubu Frost realizes they're fighting to stay in the final. Stanley gets dropped. No, he just got away with it. I don't believe it. Shy taken low. The turret just needs hitting here, but Mad Life gets dropped by BB. Toys is in there. They're shredding it down. BB trying to do all the damage. They're going to get on the final turret. They're going to take the third inhibitor. Taipei Assassins, will they be the Season 2 champions? They have 1 million up for grabs, and they're going to back away. I didn't believe it. Taipei Assassins, they have to back off. Azubu Frost are all over them. Lifeline on mistake. He's going to go down. Taipei Assassins cannot finish it just yet, ladies and gentlemen.
So, an amazingly effective push there by TPA. All 3 inhibitors down. That means they're going to have double super minion spawns in all these waves. 6 super minions pushing with the next wave of things. They couldn't finish it because they hadn't arrived yet. Everyone on Azubu Frost trying to heal up. This is the last ditch for them. Can they potentially come back from 3 inhibitors down? We haven't seen that happen since the Season 1 championships in one of the games. It's been forever ago. Everything is sealed for TPA except the Nexus right now. It's just a matter of executing. They have to stay together. If they don't get picked off, if all 5 of them just push together with elixirs and with the 6 super minions, they should be able to finish off those turrets. They just have to wait for Mistake to come up, and they have to ensure this victory. 1 step away.
1 step away. Azubu Frost, the OGN Summer Champions, 2nd place in spring. Will they be 2nd place in Season 2 finals? They were the powerhouse coming into this one, and Taipei Assassins have shocked the world, taking down Moscow 5. Will they take down Azubu Frost? 18-6 up, massive gold advantage, 9-3 in turrets, and they're just getting poked left and right. Woong dodging away from Lil Balls there, but there is super minions coming in. They are on the final Nexus turret poke, and Shy is getting dropped already. BB ultimate 3-shot barrage going across there, and that's going to be Cloud Templar ultimate across, but he didn't really manage to catch on towards Stanley. There's the Lulu ultimate, but it's not enough. There is no damage coming out from Azubu Frost. Taipei Assassin to do no. The shockwave pulls in Cloud Templar. BB picks up a kill on Chase there. Shy goes down. Mad Life getting skipped. Oriana picks up another kill. Taipei Assassins are the Season 2 World Champions. They picked up $1 million and the Summoners Cup. They are victorious. What a fantastic sight.
Real performance. The backdoor sweep by Taipei Assassins, lost the first one and then took total control and really across the board for them. Toys beating Rapid Star in every lane. Mistake and BB just crushing this entire tournament. They proved not only in their team fighting, not only with their coordination, but individually, they're the best players and the best team in the world.
Absolutely, and you know, 2nd place is not a loss. It is a loss 3-1, but you still get $250,000. But $1 million goes to Taipei Assassins. You can see it on their faces, what a feeling it is. There you guys are on the screens. What a fantastic crowd you've been here in the Galen Center. And honestly, you know, Taipei Assassins came into this one, they went 1-0 down, but they came back 3 games back-to-back, shredded them. Toys in that middle was phenomenal. BB down the bottom, he was amazing. Stanley held his ground against Shy, something nobody in this tournament has been able to do.
And it was just such an amazing performance this entire tournament, coming in with no one expecting them to do much, and they took down the cream of the crop. Najin Sword looked unstoppable at a group stage. 2-0. Moscow 5 was the favorites coming into the tournament. Lost the first one, crushed them twice in a row after that. Lose the first one against the champions of Korea, and then take 3 games in a row. Stanley, Toys, BB, the whole gang, Erica, the manager, the subs, Colin and XABC, everyone on Taipei Assassins, part of this victory. Great job by everyone. Well earned. Season 2 champions. Cannot believe what we just saw.
And there they are. Look how happy they are. And why would you not be? You know, they moved into their gaming house 2 months ago. And what a difference it's made for those guys. The whole of Taipei Assassins, just, you know, there's a big crew of them. They've got the manager, they've got that gym regime, they've got that training regime. It is all come together perfectly for them. And, you know, we heard about Scarra, we heard Hotshot talking about how the North American scene, they have to adapt this process. They have to start taking things seriously because the Asian teams have come here and really proven their mettle. 2 fantastic performances from Taipei Assassins and the Azubu Frost, as we said. They were really great throughout this tournament. But 21-6 does not lie. 11-3 in turrets. They really drove them on. Absolutely amazing stuff. Taipei Assassins, the world champions.
And we thought maybe there was going to be a letdown after taking down Moscow 5, thinking they'd made it just by getting to the finals. But they realized there was still $750,000 extra dollars to be won. You can tell they prepared. They had the right practice regimen. They had the right mindset. They showed they could bounce back from losses. They've shown they can switch up their strategies. They did laning. They did hard initiate. They did AoE team comps. And Toys can play Orianna. Let's say that one more time.
Do not give him Orianna. What, I mean, but then again, Karthus and Anivia, he outfarmed whatever champion he stole and really, you know, proved his mettle. You know, we talked about how he had that 1v1 with McNoon. Got proved that he was not the best in the world, but I think he's just proven that maybe he is the best in the world in the mid.
And it's hard to argue now because they are going to be the ones with their names on the Champion Cup. They are the Season 2 champions, and it wasn't an individual effort by any of them. All of them played incredibly, and even Mistake is the shot caller for them as a support, so their team synergy and communication, so many of those ganks came down at multiple places at once. You could tell everything was so well rehearsed for them, and they were so comfortable on seemingly anything they played. They give up Ezreal. The Vayne came out of nowhere. The Caitlyn came out of nowhere. It wasn't just a big 380 carries from them. They could pick from all of them. Toys, extremely versatile. Little Balls' Mundo was just unreal, and sure, I'm just lauding compliments onto all of them, but why not? They just beat the world.
Yeah, and you know, it just shows the pressure that these guys in. If you looked at the semi-finals, you saw the matches against Moscow 5. We saw Alex Ich making mistakes. We saw Diamond Prox making mistakes. These are people that we've not been used to seeing make mistakes. So the pressure, the situation that all of these teams have been under throughout this entire tournament has been huge. And honestly, just the relief has probably been just let out by Taipei Assassins there, picking it up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is D-Man and Jat signing off for the day. But, I mean, you guys, it's been such an honor to cast this match. It has been fantastic performance from both teams, 2 completely aggressive teams. We are just minutes away from the presentation of the Summoners Cup. But first, let's take a look back at the awesome matches we've had during the Season 2 World Championships.
Azubu Frost goes 3-0 in the group stage. They go into the base. Everyone leads the game. What an absolute epic finish. Yes! Super Minions are already on the other side. Trying to stop that path to the championship, and Azubu Frost will knock out Team Solo Mid. Wall here. Is it going to be a blind? He's called McNoon! He's called McNoon! Moscow 5 slicing him out. And another ace for Moscow 5. Looking like they do say GG on his side. Dive onto a Felix, goes down on Scooby's Rise. Phillips tanks it up enough, but I think this side should be a... Oh my god! Scooby flashes through! I do not believe he just pulled that off.
It is going to finally end. The game is over. CLG moves on.
Minions coming up the mid lane. This could well be the end.
That's an ace.
That's the triple goal. That's the ace. That is the game. Azubu Frost are in the finals.
Now this is where the finals will take place. Boys not really catching him there. Huge damage coming out from Alex. Will he flash over for the kill?
Diamondbacks goes down. The inhibitor is open. The double kill comes out. Moscow 5 looking very grim right now. Taipei Assassins look to take down the last Nexus turret, and they will drop Moscow 5 from the League of Legends Championship playoffs. He twists him up. Silvo makes it. Gets the quarter kill. He gets the quarter kill.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your League of Legends Season 2 World Champions, the Taipei Assassins! And now to present the Summoner's Cup, it's my pleasure to introduce the co-founders of Riot Games, Mark Merrill and Brandon Beck.
Thank you, Wheat. We started with the 12 best League of Legends teams from around the world, and it's only fitting that tonight these two fantastic teams gave us such a well-played, hard-fought match to end it all. For the Taipei Assassins, this victory caps off an incredible season in the Garena Premier League and clearly reflects their hard work, persistence, and dedication.
Guys, we're honored that so many awesome League of Legends esports fans here and around the world had the chance to witness their triumph. Guys, your energy, the energy in this room and the energy all over has been electric. It pushes these teams to their best. So we're grateful for all of your support tonight during the playoffs and throughout the season. So please join us in congratulating your Season 2 World Champions, the Taipei Assassins! All right, guys. Thank you very much. These dudes, I mean, I just want to add one more word. These guys, against all the odds, right? All the odds, they just showed up tonight.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time, I'm DJ Wheat, and on behalf of Jack, D-Man, Freak, Rivington III, Rachel, Redbeard, Mark, Brandon, the entire crew, and our phenomenal pro players, thank you for watching the Season 2 World Championships, and we will see you in Season 3. Good night!